Hey folks, and welcome to the Salty Seaman. Don't know if a lot of you have seen this going around. A little bit of a viral video happened with a reenlistment from some Tennessee National Guard. A staff NCO did a reenlistment ceremony with a reenlisting officer, and she decided to wear a dino puppet on her right hand as she raised it up for this sacred, unbesmirched ceremony. Now, I think I stand here with everyone listening, that you absolutely cannot stand this vile besmirchment of our sacred tradition of the reenlistment ceremony, which is always taken with the utmost pride and professionalism, and never, ever, ever has anyone done anything so foul and malicious. I have certainly never seen anyone get reenlisted in sumo suits or in rubber duckies or doing keg stands or naked or bungee jumping, in the gas chamber, dressed up as an Imperial Stormtrooper inside a video game store. None of these things. I certainly never did two of my reenlistments with a shot of tequila in my hand because that would just be besmirching the great name of reenlistment ceremonies. So obviously, this is something that has to be stopped, and the general in charge of that Air National Guard to Tennessee completely did not overreact by firing them on the basis of them doing something that everyone else normally does on a reenlistment. I think we can all agree that that our sacred ceremonies are being tarnished by this new generation of okay, I can only go sarcasm mode so long on this. I hope you get my point on this. This is nothing new. This is the tradition, is having a little fun with your reenlistment. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember this is someone signing up 4, 5, 6 years of their life to give their life to their country. It's a signed check to Uncle Sam, giving them the right to die for the freedoms of America. And as at least for over a half century now, the tradition has been to have the option of having a bit of fun with your reenlistment ceremony. Not everyone does it, but rarely do I see them as some kind of really fancy ceremony. It's usually a very casual thing. It might be 2 minutes of quarters. They just want to get out of the way. They could have a gathering of a lot of people on the ship. It can be somewhat formal, but generally these aren't. We don't get in blues and have a large accoutrement of people in dress blues with flags and playing music or anything. These are simple ceremonies, and a lot of times people have fun with them. People come up with very fun and clever ways of signing their life away for 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it might be. And that's the way the military works. If you don't like it, then just attacking this one group who's doing pretty much what everyone else is doing, and quite honestly, is one of the lighter ones I've seen. I mean, you can make a point that the dino puppet on the actual reenlisting hand is a bit much. Maybe I wouldn't have done that. Maybe I would have taken that approach differently. But at the same time, given the precedent, they're not doing anything that people don't already do all the time. And somewhat, I mean, your idea of disrespectful of mine might be a little different. But as far as I'm concerned, this totally falls in what the parameters of military enlistments have been for quite some time. Now, the repercussions of this definitely is a lot of people who are probably looking forward to having fun with their reenlistment ceremony is probably about to stop, at least for the time being. I can definitely see everyone kind of just suddenly getting real sensitive about it because it's the years of viral video. In my earlier days, it wasn't as a big a thing. Me taking a shot of tequila at a bar in Sydney, Australia, with my reenlisting officer, and then doing the ceremony is, I would have considered it very tame, but now I would be worried. Someone could look at me and say, hey, this sailor's disrespecting the oath by, consuming alcohol while doing it. And I'm just like, and I think one of the bigger problems I'm seeing with this is just the sanctimoniousness and high horse bullshit from vets. I rarely seeing this out of active duty people. Most of this is coming from people who haven't served in a while, and they seem to have rose-colored glasses of how the military was when they were in. And depending on how they skew and remembering everything being, I just hear so many stories of like, God, these young military people are so disrespectful, nothing like my day. And it's like, I think you got a bit of a rose-colored glasses on there, person. It's just the military is the military, and we have to let off steam a few sometimes and get out of that high-speed, low-drag mode. And reenlistments are something we generally do have a little fun with. So get off your high horses. Let's not let this tradition get killed by some overzealous people on social media. And certainly I hope these people involved who are fired get an appeal and get to stay in. And hopefully the rest of the military talk to this brigadier general in the Air National Guard to dude, get the stick out of your ass. You overreacted. You let social media drive your reaction, which is not what a boss should be doing. It's certainly, I don't know, maybe it's part of an Army issue too. I've said it time and time again, Army seems to be the one branch with a stick up their butt most of the time. And I'm sorry, Army guys, it's just how you guys come off all the time. I mean, even the Marines who, are probably the craziest, they seem to at least have a sense of humor about it. So, and I think that's important in the military. I think you have to have a bit of sense of humor about everything, considering the gallows kind of job we have. But anyway, that's it for the Salty Seaman. This is the end of finals week. I got one more thing to get done, and then next week I am free, and I have a bunch of stuff I've been trying to work on. I want to get out just a backlog of stuff I just really haven't got a chance to play with. So look forward to that. A lot more content coming next week, and I love you freaks. Peace.